think yeah, it was a really great afternoon, and like well done all of you for like only just receiving this information from Nigel and having to apply it straight away, which you are doing, which is brilliant to see. Just a couple of things. I realised I've not spoken about this enough today, and actually it was missing, and that is exploring, you know, how some of these conditions affect people day to day. So, for example, the young girl with the heavy periods. I mean, she's what we didn't find out is that, you know, she's studying for her exams, she's worried about getting to the bathroom in time, she can't concentrate because of the pain, and sometimes and then similarly, let's talk about the HRT one. So the brain fog is causing her to, you know, she's a head teacher of a school. She's, you know, she's a smart woman. She was giving a presentation and she lost her train of thought. So again, these two people, that how that physical complaint is affecting them is having almost a greater effect on them than the physical complaint itself, if you know what I mean, how it's affecting their psychosocial, do you call it? So that I think is important to explore, you know, how these physical issues impact patients day to day and psychologically as well, I guess. And I think I just felt that that was a little bit missing today. So that's something to think about, you know, the patient's story, you know, getting their story, what's going on. As we've said numerous times today, and I just could not say it enough, is the importance of AEE. Nigel talked about it earlier, I think earlier, really, really well, you know, and he broke that down. And I really can't, you know, emphasize enough how useful that is to you. I think if in doubt, just AEE us, like honestly, like it really will help you. It just helps. It makes me feel like I'm listened to if I've been acknowledged. It makes me feel like you care by empathizing. And it makes me feel like there's hope by you energizing, you know? So those three factors, you really do have an impact on your patient, and it's only going to help to build rapport. And you're going to get more from us if we're made to feel all of those things, if we're made to feel acknowledged and empathized with, and, you know, helped, you know, it's only going to help with your rapport and help you get more information out of us. So honestly, it's so important. And just generally, like language, always keeping language simple, you know, not over talking yourself into circles. You just keep it really simple. An awareness of, you know, kind of how your language might affect a patient. So a retinal detachment, you know, that to me, I'm like, what is that? You know, the scare, you know, we didn't really talk about the fact with that one, you know, what that meant. And I wasn't really clear on what that was going on there. So, you know, having an awareness that these diagnoses, if you like, if you're going to give a diagnosis, the impact that that might have on the patient, what that sounds like, how terrifying that can be, how that can sound. So yeah, language, keeping it simple, thinking about how you're going to break something down in a simple way to your patient. Yeah, but I think those are the three things: how it affects the patient's day to day, AEE, and keeping language simple. But I wish you all the very best of luck.
Thank you, Lou. Round of applause for Louise, please. Thank you. Have a good one, Lou. Thanks so much. Okay, take care. So,
biggest thing is and I said at the very top of this one, I'm going to repeat myself, is just be curious. Like if you see something, comment on it, like, or ask the question why, and have that curiosity, because you know it's in terms of a scenario, an SP can only do so much, as Nigel said, on the latter ones of these role plays, and I think that biggest point is if you can go, why is that important to you, or why did you think this, or what was your thoughts around that medication, or why do you want to keep this quiet? You know, those types of questions are going to open up, and that's you're exploring that person's reason for calling. Like you've got like your ice and stuff, I guess, but which is fundamental, but that extra part and commenting on it, you know, like going to the door is the obvious one, but there's other things like Phil Taylor's buoyancy in his dialogue and how he was completely shifted as soon as it you know got the cancer word, and comment on that, because I think that, and ask why is that important. It's that type of stuff is only going to open it up and help get some more answers, I guess.
yeah. So rather than sort of saying, oh, you know, you seem really shocked, it's like, I can understand why you would be, because cancer can be a very scary word, and I'm sorry to have shocked you. So using that kind of intonation and intuition to showcase self-awareness. So cues aren't just what you know, they're just not about what people say, it's how they act, because every action has a reaction. Anyway, a round of applause for Rai. Thank you so much, Rai.
Thank you. See ya.
Okay, take care. All right, so we're going to move on, and we'll take a very quick break.